ओम ज्ञानतिमिरञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनर्पितं चरिं चिरात् कारुण्यवतीं कलौ समर्पयितुमुन्नतजरसां स्वभक्ति श्रियम् हरिपुरसुन्दरद्रुति कदम्ब सन्दीपितः सदा हृदये कन्द्रेषु स्फुरितो वै सच्चिनन्दन। राधाचिन्तानिवेशिनं यस्य कान्तिविलोकितः श्रीकृष्णचरणं वन्दे राधालिङ्गितं विग्रहम्। भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्षे क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्माला धुति नीरादितपाद पंकजान्तो हरिमुक्त कुलै उपस्मानं परितस्तं हरिनाम संशयामि। बोलो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 loudly हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री भजन वैसे by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We heard three pairs of third pair of Mahamantra with the fourth pair of names. What is the fourth pair? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, and then Hare Hare is the fourth pair. Unalloyed bhakti means pure bhakti with the chanting of the fourth pair of Hare Hare. Unalloyed bhakti is stimulated within the heart of the Ajat Rati Sadhak when he performs Nam Sankirtan with taste, means on the stage of Ruchi. Which Sadhak? Ajat Rati Sadhak. So Ajat Rati Sadhak means those who attain Bhav. Jai Shri. Ajat Rati Sadhak on the stage of Bhav? No. And Jat Rati Sadhak on the stage of Bhav? Jat. Yes. So that means Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is for each and every pair of Mahamantra. He is explaining about those who are on the stage of Bhav and those who are not in the stage of Bhav. So Jatrati Sadhak, Ajatrati Sadhak. Both takes this Hare Hare, the fourth pair of Mahamantra, Hare Hare, according to their qualification. So those who are not on the stage of Bhav, unalloyed bhakti is stimulated within the heart when he performs Nam Sankirtan with Ruchi, with taste. Now, what's happening to the Jatrati Sadhak? The Jatrati Sadhaka chants this fourth pair of holy names with great affection. and Sri Radha Krishna's pastimes of meeting awaken within his heart. That's the difference. Understand? Those on the stage of Bhav, those not on the stage of Bhav. So, it's not that the same mood or same feeling arising in their heart according to their qualification, according to their um, capacity to hold that particular bliss. uh, while chanting the fifth pair of names, Hare Ram. Now the second line, starting the fifth pair, and that is Hare Ram. The Ajat Rati Sadhak prays for the mood of servitude, Dasya Bhav, to appear in his heart. O Prabhu, when I will able to serve you? I'm hearing so much about you. Even though I don't see you, there's a curiosity in my heart and a longing in my heart. I really want to serve you. You know, that's should be supposed to be the mood when we are chanting, not artificial mechanical chanting, but this mood. So on this stage, chant Hare Ram, a sadhak, a practitioner, prays for the mood of servitude, Dasya Bhav to appear in his heart. And that's why the bhajans of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in those bhajans, Manas Deha Geha Jo Kichu Mora Arapilu Tu Apade Nanda Kishora. The mood of servitude. Another bhajan. Tumi to Thakur, Tomar Kukur. O Krishna, you are Thakur, you are Supreme Lord, and I'm your dog. I'm your dog. So the compilation of these songs, or like I can say composition of these songs, the series of these songs is done by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this book called Sharnagati. Even in the song book, you'll find that title, Sharnagati. So all those bhajans which are under those Sharnagati, heart-melting songs. If we singing those songs with the meaning, heart-melting, so much inspiration, so much encouragement, means we directly associate with Bhakti Thakur. Directly. It appears that, oh, he's just there and he's teaching us. He's speaking to us. Yeah. So I think there are songs in the songbook, English songbook. If you find Chandrika, if you find those in the heading Sharnagati, just let us know the page number so that devotees, they can, if they can't sing, at least they can read with the meaning. If Chandrika is hearing, I don't know if she's there or not. I'm not sure. Anyway, and if Chandrika is not hearing, then Braj Kishore can do this. Let us know the page number so that everyone can go through these songs of Sharnagati, surrenderness. Okay. So praying for the mood of servitude to appear in his heart. Attachment for Nam Bhajan arises at this time, and remembrance of past times begins. This is for those who are Ajatrati, means those who are still sadhakas. Attachment for chanting Nam arise at this time, and remembrance of past times begins. Yeah, Sharanagati starts from page 200. Wow, that's so simple. Round figure 200, page number 200. All these versions of Sharanagati, if you want to read or want to sing with the meaning, you can do this. Okay, thank you. Hmm. My Guru Maharaj used to sing these bhajans, Sharanagati, and also this Ashtayam from Bhajan Raisi. Uh, and that's why, whilst hearing her melodious singing, the radio department invited Guru Maharaj to sing there. I already explained this on the appearance of Guru Maharaj. Everyone heard that. And everyone was hearing this. And he was preaching by singing, because he was singing Bengali language. So all over Bengal, uh, devotees and non-devotees, everyone is hearing those songs. Srila Guru Maharaj is singing for singing what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote. I'm going to speak again on Guru Maharaj life history along with other sannyasi, other preachers, with a community of devotees. Okay, just let you know in advance, on 28th is a disappearance day of Guru Maharaj. That's the last day of Kartik. Okay, and then I'm going to go there in that community. Devotees, almost 40 devotees stay there. So on that day, we are expecting around 55, 60 devotees, from 50 to 60 devotees there. Devotees from other cities also going to come there and celebrating Guru Maharaj disappearance day. So you can all participate in that live streaming on that day, and glories of Guru Maharaj. You can hear from Shamrani Didi will be there, and Avdut Maharaj and Shant Maharaj. Maybe some other preachers might also come there. So we're going to hear. It's going to be good, very good uh, celebration. I'm also arranging feast on that day, and I told them I don't want simple feast. Should be at least 8 preparations or 10, all very rich food, not simple feast. Yeah. The last day of Chaturmasya and disappearance of my Guru Maharaj. Mm. So you can all. I think it's going to start almost this time, 11 a.m. in the morning. So you can all participate. Live streaming will be there. You can participate, and with your mind you can attend and hear the glories of Guru Maharaj, Arati of Guru Maharaj, offerings, Pushpanjali, and then this all you can attend, but feast just digital, virtual feast on the screen. Just accept like this prasad of Guru Maharaj. That's going to happen on 28th, and then 29th, which is like Purnima here in our location. Purnima day, I'm going to do a yagya, uh, and all devotees there, 50 devotees going to participate in that yagya. You all can also participate. I will go there and find out if they have um, good Wi-Fi arranged there. Hopefully they have. So you can all participate in that yagya. That's every year at the end of Kartik Parikrama. We used to, under guidance of Srila Gurudev, we used to have yagya at Govardhan. Many people get initiation, and some devotees also get marriage. Everything done on the last day. uh, of the Kartik month. Therefore, you can all participate. And while we're doing Swaha, offering our oblations to fire, you can also virtually can do this Swaha, offering Pushpanjali and participate in that yajna. Yeah, that will be 29th. Again, almost same time, maybe 1 hour earlier than this time, 10 a.m., something like that. So we'll keep you posted for those. So prepare for that. While chanting the fifth pair of names, Hare Ram, attachment for Nam Bhajan arises at this time and remembrance of past times. Oh, before I forget, because so many things in mind, some devotee who are helping me for this feast and yagya, I'm very much thankful to all of you. Instead of saying you personally, just in the class, I'm saying you. With attachment, that sadhaka cultivates the conception that he is a servant of Krishna. The Jat Rati Sadhak, we heard about Ajat Rati Sadhak. Now, Jat Rati Sadhak means one who is on the stage of Bhav, remembers the pastimes of Radha and Krishna's meeting after Krishna returns from cowherding. Specifically, the meeting of Radha Krishna when Krishna returns from cowherding. The gopis see to Krishna's bath, dressing, and so forth in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Gopis seeing this, how Yashoda Maya is taking care of Krishna. And they help Roni Devi cook various preparations for him. This is the meditation of how Srila Bhakti Thakur is explaining each and every step. Even on the stage of, chanting Maha Mantra, when Hare Ram. So imagine how a person on the stage of Bhav, how a devotee on the stage of Bhav, when he's meditating on Hare Ram, and immediately he has to meditate on this. Then he has to come again to Hare Ram. So that means it will take like 30 minutes to finish one Hare Ram chanting and come to other Hare Ram, the next pair. No, that's a practice. That's everyday practice. If I say just chant Hare Ram and imagine Radha Krishna meeting together when Krishna comes back from cowherding. Even saying this, what will happen to the next pair of Hare Ram? There will be gap of maybe like 5-10 minutes. And how are we going to chant 60 rounds then? How? So how they're continuously remembering this? By practice of everyday chanting and remembering. Nam Kirtan and Nam Smaran, both together. Nam Kirtan and Nam Smaran. We pray for that day that we can also do like this. But right now we can't jump on this stage because we are only practicing and practicing. But for them, for Jat Rati Sadhak, those who are on the stage of Bhav, remembers the pastime of Radha and Krishna's meeting after Krishna returns from cowherding. That's the time when Gop Kumar also, he entered into the pastime. If you hear Brihad Bhagavatamritam by Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad, the story of Gop Kumar, while chanting Gopal mantra for long, crossing all the stages and entering into Golok Vrindavan, the abode of Krishna, particularly that moment when Krishna is coming back cowherding. And Gopkumar, he entered in that pastime, and Krishna embraced Gopkumar. You see? The gopis see to Krishna's bath, dressing, and so forth in the house of Nanda Maharaj. This is a meditation. But in this way, as the Ajat Rati Sadhak continuously chant the holy name, he attains the inherent mercy of Nam Prabhu, and his heart begins to soften and melt. This is about those who are sadhakas. Their heart soft and then melt, which is very important. What happens when heart gets soft? Means when the heart gets soft, when the heart gets melt, the doctor will be wondering how is possible heart get melts. Is it like a butter? It get melts. Heart get melt with emotions. When a heart melts, emotions overflows. Tear comes in the eyes. Sattvic bhav, transcendental emotions start manifesting. Tear comes in the eyes. That's heart melting. So that sadhak attain the inherent mercy of Nam Prabhu. Inherent mercy of Nam Prabhu. Yeah, because now the sadhak become the proper recipient to hold that mercy. Prior to this, still functioning, still working out, but now he become qualified to inherit that mercy of Nam Prabhu. What is the meaning? Whatever happens, he will never give up Nam now. Prior to that, if any little disturbance comes, there's possibility to give up Nam Bhajan. But in this stage, becomes so fixed and firm, they can't give up Nam Bhajan. Can't give up. There's the stage of Khanti. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad writing, Khanti avyat kalattam virakti man shunyata आशा बंधो समुत्कंठे नाम गाने सदा रुचि असक्ति तद गुणाख्ये प्रीति तद वस्ति स्थले. The symptoms. One on the stage of bhav. Khantir avyakt kalatvam. Khanti here means even if there is any disturbance, but a person don't get disturbed. This is a stage of bhav. Symptoms are there. There is a moment of disturbance. There is some disturbance, but a person khanti means no disturbance. The example given, high examples. We can't imitate them. Parikshit Maharaj. What can be more disturbance than if someone comes to you and say you're going to die in 7 days, as it was been told to Shri Parikshit Maharaj. He got curse that you're going to die in 7 days. Takshak, the best of all the snakes, will come and bite you and you will die. Iti langete maryadya takshak saptam ahani. The curse given by Shringi Rishi. And in this way, Parikshit Maharaj, least affected with this curse, he stopped eating and stopped drinking, took shelter of Ganga Devi, means residing on the bank of Ganga, but not affected. Not a trace of any disturbance on his face. Same, effulgent, smiling, accepted this as an arrangement of the Lord to develop his bhakti. Khantir avyat kalatvam. Avyat kalatvam means one who's on the stage of bhav never wastes time. Avyart Kalattam. Never waste time. And utilizing each and every moment to develop his bhakti or her bhakti. Not wasting time on seeing Facebook, what he's saying, what she's saying, good comment, not good comment, and what one gets at the end of the day? Nothing. Or some nice video, uh, some good news, some bad news, but it's very attractive, right? Don't feel like giving up, and it becomes habit. Yes, very true. That's addiction. That's addiction. Therefore, you know, previously we used to say four rules and regulations before initiation: no meat eating, no drinking, no smoking, no gambling. No. The next fifth one we have to add on: no Facebook. How long you not seeing Facebook? Gurudev, 1 week. Practice 1 month. Block your Facebook account. Mm, That's addiction also. But in one sense, very good. It's just how we use that. It can be used to see devotees doing parikrama, hearing parikrama, Hari Katha and parikrama, or we can use this for hearing, singing, learning so much. But again, while doing this, while scrolling, something pop up. Oh, and eyes get stuck there. Let me see this for 2 minutes, and then I can save on my phone. Harikatha can be heard, but this thing, let me see this. Yes, it happens, huh? Mm, that's addiction, and it keeps on in the mind. So very important point. Avyarth kalakam, not wasting a time. Whatever is important to know, that's fine. Whatever work situation, other than that, all time is utilized for developing our maturity, developing our Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, gelo je divas nasibe aar, ebe Krishna ki upay. The days past never come again. That day will not come again. Krishna, what can I do? I got so interesting messages from South Africa. Really touched my heart, asking, how can I serve you? How we can serve? What is my contribution in the Sampradaya, in our Gaudiya Vaishnava? You see, this is this is the potency of, this is the strength of association. At least a desire came in the heart. I really want to do something, some seva according to my qualification. And it's important to do seva because this stage of Arvyat Kalatvam, not wasting time, can only be overcome when we have some responsibility, some service attitude. If not, if you're not taking any service, any responsibility, what will happen? There's so many things, so many ways to waste time. So, Khantir Avyat Kalattam Virakti. Virakti means renunciation. Renunciation. Manushunyata. Manushunyata means not desiring any honor for oneself, devoid of any desire of receiving any credit or honor from someone becomes zero. Zero. No. Man shunyata, very difficult for us in this stage. But those on the stage of bhav, it's their natural and spontaneous quality. Virakti. It's not that they have to practice renunciation. No, they don't practice renunciation. It is natural. Why it become natural? Because practicing for a long time. Practice from many births, and now it's getting fruit. Now we are getting fruits. Practicing. Avyart kalatvam. That's why when we take this vow of chanting 32 rounds, 64 rounds, you see, so much restlessness comes. Yeah? So much stress, tension. Let me finish this quickly. Cleaning, eating. Eating take 30 minutes. No, just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because I have to Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So any opportunity, any time, free time, utilize in chanting, because we have taken this vow of chanting 30 to 64 rounds that help us to come on this standard of avyart kalatam, means not wasting any time. Imagine, many years back I had this experience. Many years back. It was like I was not even initiated. 94, 95. We tried chanting. I will not tell the number, but it was like good amount, 18 hours, something like that. Many years back. Because taken this vow of chanting that many rounds a day. Oh, any person comes to speak, it's like a disturbance. Any message come, disturbance. Everything is disturbance. Why? I have to complete this number of rounds at the end of the day before I go to sleep. Because if sleeping like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, but getting up again 4 o'clock, then the next day round starts. Immediately when you get up, next round starts. This is how we can regulate. This is how we can control. Finally, coming to this stage of bhav, when there is avyart kalattam. Khantir avyart kalattam. Not affected. If anyone curse you, not affected if anything happens. It's so easy to say, right? Circumstances makes us totally perturbed in this situation. But then also many details are there. I saw Gurudev also. Sometime sitting and thinking, something happens and he has so much think over, little worry. But that worry, that thoughtful nature is not because he's disturbed. It's because he wants to solve this without anyone getting harmed by that situation. That's why worry, and then later on he's happy. After Hari Katha or after his writings, he feels bliss. Again he becomes. So that means that worry is not like an ordinary person worry. Khantir avyart kalatam virakti man shunyata. आशा बंद समुत्कंठे नाम गाने सदा रुचि. Asha Bandh, great hope, all the time waiting with a hope that Krishna will manifest his pastimes in front of me. Asha Bandha. All the time there's Asha. Otherwise, Bhagavatam says, what's that? Asha. Bhagavatam says, Asha hi param dukham, nirasha hi param sukham. No. Asham hi param dukham. Asham param dukham. Dukh means sad, suffering. And what is the root? What is the cause of suffering? Asha. Asha means hope. I have a great hope from you. But if I'm not able to get what I want from you, then hopeless. So example given of a prostitute, Pingala. Dattatreya, he got 24 gurus. He learned from everyone. He learned from earth, he learned from the wind, he learned from bumblebee, he learned from prostitute. She was waiting for her customer and thinking, oh, this person looks rich and wealthy. He will give me more money. No, he will give more money. No, he will give more money. Whole night she spent waiting for her customer with the hope, I will get a customer, I will get a customer, I will get money. But then she started lamenting, fie on me, I'm wasting my time to find money, to find customers. Because there is no prem, there is no love. It is just profession. It's like that. She became Nirasha. Nirasha means hopeless. And then she thought for a while, what I'm doing? Why it is like I have hope, when I get hopeless, I feel sad. The cause of my sadness is hope. I have to give up that hope. Bas, finish. Giving up hope means expectations. When we have expectations, and when we are not able to accomplish our expectations, then what happens? Anger, depression, stress. So keeping the hope, this is Bhagavatam, I'm not giving lecture. Bhagavatam says, Asha hi param dukham, in 11th canto. You can find this verse, search this verse, Asha hi param dukham, 11th canto Bhagavatam, in the story of 24 gurus by Dattatreya. Expectations leads to sufferings. So there is no expectation. But expectation that Bhagwan will give me his mercy and he will engage me in his service. That's Asha Bandha. And a devotee, a sadhak, especially those who are on the stage of Bhav, they have this Asha Bandha, this hope. And the hope growing, rising, not every day, every hour, every minute. Hope, 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 hope. Yeah, as I always say this, from hopeless ends to endless hopes. Yeah, from hopeless ends and starting from endless hopes. That's the stage of Bhav. So Asha Bande Samut Kanthe Naam Gane Sada Ruchi. The taste is always speaking about, always chanting Krishna Naam or speaking about Krishna. I've seen Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Maharaji. Oh my goodness. You know, the day I saw him, I mean, in association with him from year 1997 till his departure from this world, he is Vachal, non-stop speaker. Sometimes we all wonder how he's getting so much energy. From where he's getting so much energy? You don't want to stop. Anyone coming and paying obeisance to him? Bas, Maharaj asks, how are you? And then sit. He wants someone in front of him to speak Harikatha. Start with ordinary news. What's happening with COVID? Hmm, this is disease. Means Adi Bhautik Kalesha. There are three kind of Kaleshas. Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, Adhyatmik Kaleshas. How to get rid of this? Bas, Harikatha starts. Then his experience. I was serving my Guru Maharaj. It happened in that year, on that day at 2 p.m. And then all his memories and all his services to all Guru Vargas starts from there. And the person who's sitting can't say to Maharaj, I need to go, thinking, oh, he will feel offended. You just keep on sitting, hungry, sleepy, falling apart like this, but can't say, Maharaj, I want to go. And then we have to come in and help him by telling Srila Maharaj, Maharaj, you have to stop now. You already spoke 2 hours. He need to go. Acha, you want to go? Okay, go. And then he lie down, asking, what's the time? Hmm. 2 o'clock. Hmm. Hmm. Krishna will be near Radha Kund. Then any attendant inside, then he want to speak with that brahmachari. Then someone is coming, offering him water or anything. Bas. Non-stop from morning till night. Naam Gane Sadaruchi. Always. This is their taste and this is what they drive. So much bliss from all the time, only speaking about this topic. There's nothing, no other topic. Speaking some ordinary topics, but related to, again, some scripture or something. So, Naam Gane Sada. I personally heard Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj in Jagannath Puri Dham. I was not even initiated that time. Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj. Maybe many of you have not seen him. Maybe Isha Mata. Yes? Yeah. And your son. Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj. Goodness. Non-stop speaking. Non-stop. His favorite topic, Chaitanya Chaitamrit. All the time speaking from Chaitanya Chaitamrit most of the time. And then Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, his renunciation. And while he's speaking, non-stop, tears from his eyes, flowing and flowing and flowing. The servant has to come and give him a cloth, handkerchief to wipe tears. And he's holding in his hand. And sometimes he remembers to wipe, sometimes he forgets. It was Purushottam month, I still remember. It was year maybe 94, 95. Maharaj used to sit out in a veranda on his easy armchair, uh, and we used to go, three of us, to hear from him. In very first point he asked, because it was Purushottam month, and darshan of Jagannath was closed for a month because new Jagannath going to come, Navakalevar. So he said, what are you doing in Jagannath Puri? Maharaj, to observe Purushottam month. But Purushottam is not giving darshan. How will you observe Purushottam month? Purushottam means Jagannath is not giving darshan. Then what is the use? Then we were uh, with one sannyasi from America. We were with him, and then he said, Maharaj, because you are here and Harikatha is there, and that's the darshan of Jagannath. Then he used to smile, very sweet smile. So we say, Maharaj, we will come every evening to hear Hari Katha from you. Yes, very nice. So we used to go around like 4:30, 4 o'clock, and he's not resting, thinking that, okay, we are going to come and hear Hari Katha. And three of us only sitting next to him. And Maharaj used to speak, start 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, Aarti bell ringing. Servant is coming again and again to stop him. He say, hey, quiet, don't disturb me. Go away from here. They came from so far. Hari Katha. And he's crying and weeping and weeping. Sometimes servants coming, no formality, no formal. Servant coming and wiping his tears or wiping his mouth, and he's keep on speaking. Brajanandan Prabhu, maybe? Yeah, servant, Brajanandan Prabhu, Brahmachari at that time. Then Maharaj proposed us. Maharaj said, because you are hearing Hari Katha, how can you go without eating? You have to, every day you have to eat here. I will arrange Jagannath Prasad for you. Hey Brajandan, go cycle, bring Mahaprasad, rice, dal, malpua, everything. And we were so glad, wow, Maharaj is offering us prasadam. And then servant used to ride bicycle fast, bringing prasad, because he want his Gurudev to stop now, speaking so long. And then he said, Gurudev, I brought prasad, so allow them to come inside. Then Maharaj say, okay, now you go and take prasad, like 8 o'clock, sometime 8:30. No one stopped speaking. And then inside Prasadam Hall in Jagannath Puri, Prasadam Hall, three of us honoring Prasad, and Maharaj used to come with his stick to check over how we are getting served there. And then he with his stick, give this rice, give more rice, give this sweet dal. So we spent almost 1 month, more than a month, and every day, Hari Katha, Mahaprasad. Hari Katha, Mahaprasad. And then we have to leave Jagannath Puri, coming Vrindavan. We had our train. Then that Maharaj, that is ISKCON sannyasi, under whose guidance we were hearing Hari Katha, he took his wallet out and took some money, and he gave to Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj in his hands. And Maharaj saw, what is this? Then Maharaj said, sannyasi, he said, Maharaj, this is a donation. For what? Oh, because we are so thankful to you. Every day you send your servant to bring Jagannath Prasad for us. We are so thankful, and this is some small donation. Maharaj threw it like this on his lap, on his face. You think I've opened a restaurant here? Am I selling prasad here? I'm very upset. What do you think? You have so much money? Oh my God, Maharaj, we were just looking his face, so nervous and starting crying, and he felt so offended with this. He felt so offended. You valuing my emotions with your money? I found all of you a recipient of Hari Katha. Mercy, I was giving my mercy to you, and in return you giving me money? But then we pacified him. Maharaj, this is for your temple, not for prasad. For maintenance of temple, Thakurji seva, Thakurji offering, cleaning, etc. And then the servant, he spoke Oriya language, make him understand that they are not giving money for prasadam, what they are eating, that's just for the maintenance of the temple, because this is etiquette. It's etiquette. Supposed to do, not without. Don't leave without giving anything. Don't leave without giving anything. There's etiquette. So then Maharaj accepted this. Before he was angry and then smile on his face. But I can't forget that 1 month with him. Crying and crying and crying. Chaitanya Chaitamrit, always Chaitanya Chaitamrit. Shri Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj ki jai. So Naam Gane Sada Ruchi. Always glorifying Krishna Naam, name, form, qualities, pastime. And then Asakti Tad Gunakhyani. Attachment to always glorify Guru and Krishna. Always attachment. This is what I saw. Not only with him, but I saw Srila Bhakti Kumud Sant Goswami Maharaj also. Krishna Kesha Prabhu, the personal cook of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirth Goswami Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev Bhakti Vedant Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Trikram Goswami Maharaj, all these acharyas. Asakti Tad Gunakhyani. Attachment. Only the topics of Krishna. Those were actually golden days. Why those years passed? Time could have stopped. That was a very different era. Those years. When all these acharyas was present on this planet. And we were just like brahmacharis, newcomers, serving them and hearing from them, understanding from them. But one thing common I see in all these names which I said, their servants really got hard time from them. Their servants. Stopping there, Gurudevs. Now, doctor told not to speak so much. Doctor told. Doctor, quiet. Chastising in front of everyone. Doctor guarantee? Can doctor guarantee that if I will not speak and I will not die? Ask your doctor. If he guarantees this, that if I keep my mouth quiet, shut, and I will not speak, then he can give guarantee that I will not fall sick and I will not die. Ask the doctor. If he guarantee, then I will not speak. And Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Gosai Maharaj, he chastised his servant. He said, we are Saraswati Putras. Saraswati means, the two meaning of Saraswati. Saraswati means goddess of learning, the goddess of speech. Yesterday was an appearance day of Srila Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Gosai Maharaj. I was remembering, I was reading something, but I just don't speak because I know everyone is hearing from so many sannyasis and preachers. That's why I don't want to, repeat the same thing. Srila Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Gosai Maharaj chastised his servant when he was stopped speaking Harikatha. He said, we are Saraswati Putras. Saraswati means goddess of speech, goddess of learning. And other means Saraswati means Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. And Putra means son. Srila Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Maharaj said, I'm son of Saraswati. Saraswati, we never stop speaking. How can you make me stop speaking? We want to die speaking. Last breath in this world. We want to speak about Krishna, nothing else. Nothing else. Naam Gane Sada Ruchi. Asakti Tad Gunakhyane Priti Tav Vasati Sthale. We are not like them and we can't imitate them, but sometimes a feel comes. I should continue speaking, 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 speaking. And my audience is there to hear, but I know after 1 hour or after 1 hour, 30 minutes, audience start leaving the Zoom class. Yeah. And also, I have a schedule. So many things to record, so many corrections, editing, so much. And we started Shrimad Bhagavad Katha in Hindi yesterday. So it's a very tight, very busy schedule. But when the flow starts, we don't want to stop that. You know, one derives happiness, bliss, devotion, surrenderness, repentance, everything in that session of speaking Harikatha. Speaking Harikatha is something very good service. All our acharyas, our authorities, they speak Katha for us. And we are speaking Katha for us, not for others. Understand? They speaking, all our Gurudevs, they speaking Katha to us. This is their compassion. Whereas we are speaking Harikatha, not out of compassion, but out of uh, improving ourselves. That's the difference. We can't imitate acharyas. Imitation is important. Sometimes it's also important, but to some degree. What kind of imitation? Oh, Gurudev used to get up 3 in the morning in completing his 64 rounds, and then he takes some breakfast. Oh, I will imitate Gurudev. That imitation is good, but not other kind of imitations, because he is on the position of Acharya and we are his servants. How Gurudev is not wasting his time, always reading, chanting, and don't think preachers or Gurudev have no other work to do and only we are the one who have to go out and work. They have so much work to do. So much work to do. So many things to manage. So many problems to solve. They are also busy, but in that busyness is very good actually, making us engaged in this. Yesterday I missed one point. Remember I was explaining about Srila Bhakti Kumar San Goswami Maharaj. Just now I remembered that. Just now while speaking. One should share the feelings to devotee friends. Very important. So this is what I wanted to say yesterday in connection with some pastime, some Harikatha. Srila Bhakti Kumar San Goswami Maharaj, he saw one brahmachari always quiet and not speaking to anyone. Chanting, chanting, chanting all the time. Very quiet, not speaking to anyone. Then Srila Bhakti Kumar San Goswami Maharaj, he told this to his senior godbrother, Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Goswami Maharaj. I see something wrong in him. And why? He don't speak to anyone, just by himself. Then Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj and Bhakti Kumar San Goswami Maharaj, named Radha Raman Brahmachari, told that brahmachari, one who is very quiet all the time, he say, hey, this is not appropriate. I'm hearing from other brahmacharis, residents of the mud, you don't speak to anyone. You don't laugh and joke with them. You say, no, I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste time. Srila Madhava Goswami Maharaj said, listen, it's very important to share your feelings, whatever it is, to whom you think person is close to you. Laugh with them, joke with them, even fight with them. That's also good. Even fight with them is also good. But don't be just quiet and alone and aloof from everyone all the time. He commented by hearing this, oh, I found it so strange. I find this so strange. What you guiding me? I never heard this. I heard scriptures and all sadhus saying one should not waste time and should engage in Harinam and focus on one's practice, but don't waste time in speaking and joking, not even eating prasadam with the brahmacharis. Why are you giving me some opposite instructions? Srila Madhu Goswami said, because I see your body is in the mud, but after some, I see your body is in the mud, but after some time your mind will also be not in the mud. Therefore, we are guiding you. But he didn't take it seriously, and exactly that happened. After a while, a telegram came from the mother of that brahmachari, was an reply, an answer for his telegram he earlier sent to his mother saying, I cannot stay more in the mud. I'm feeling very lonely. I want to get married. Please arrange a marriage for me. A job and a girl for me. I want to come back home because I'm feeling lonely. And in reply to that, mother sent one telegram, don't worry, everything will be arranged. Come quickly. Somehow this telegram, this letter came in the hands of Srila Bhakti Daita Madhava Goswami Maharaj. And then he said, see, this is what I was fearing now. When you are lonely, you feel weak. Okay? This is what was my fear. Therefore, better you speak to someone, share your feeling and emotions to your devotee friends, not non-devotee friends. Devotee friends. Laugh with them, joke with them. Even if you want to fight, then fight with them. At least you are fighting with devotees. I'm not encouraging anyone to fight. That's not my intention. Don't fight to anyone, but just maintain that uh, relationship, at least with devotees. Otherwise, loneliness gives to depression, and that's a many devotees go through like that. Okay. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. The rest will hear tomorrow, same time.